Gotta get it right. I remember back when I had the vision now. I gotta see it happen.
Hey guys, so it's David Garcia with Sell Your Queen's Home at Keller Williams Realty Landmark. I'm going on a video frenzy right now, making tons of content that I've had in my mind for a while, and I just want to talk from the heart because that's usually when I provide the best value to you guys, and I just want to say what's on my mind right now. So I want to talk in this video to you guys, the sellers or potential sellers here in Queens. Right now you're lucky and you're loving the seller's market that we're in, where you can have a property that's well priced, that's well maintained, and that's in a solid location, and you can have a quick sale. And I want to let you know, not to scare you, but that this is not going to last forever. All right? This has been a market, a seller's market, for the last 5 years here in Queens, and it's been the same throughout the country. And every seminar, webinar, conference that I've been to for the last couple of years have been talking about a market shift. And a market shift, if you think about it, the last market shift that we had was terrible. Yes, our economy pretty much fell apart, and in 2008 everything came crumbling down. Builders went out of business, sales were very slow, prices dropped, values dropped. Here in New York, you have the benefit of the fact that prices at their lowest were about 20 to 25% decrease in New York. Whereas across the country, you had places that were completely underwater, like Las Vegas or Nevada in general, California, Florida, in Arizona. These are places that went down about 60%, and 50 to 60% in value. And that's not what you have here in Queens. Or in New York. That's not the type of drop we have. Sure, in certain pockets there were kind of those devastating drops, but overall it wasn't the same. And I'm not saying that the shift is going to be the same, at the same level as that, but it all the components are there. So there comes a point where prices are so high that buyers no longer qualify for those prices. And if you look online in certain areas in Queens and throughout the country, you start to see that some of these prices that kept on going up, they're starting to plateau a little bit, or they're still going up but very little. So now that we're getting at that peak, which we don't know when that actual peak is, but the natural thing after the peak is boom, you drop. You don't know how severe the drop is going to be, and you don't know when the drop is going to be, and that's the challenge. So what I want to say to you potential sellers is, if you guys are waiting for the maximum dollar amount you're going to get for your house here in Queens, you may not want to continue waiting too much longer. And there's always a strategic reason for listing at different times of the year, but what overall the picture here is that shift is coming, and there may not be that much more money that you can squeeze out of this market. The demand is still ridiculously high. Interest rates are still ridiculously low. Why does that matter to you? Because buyers can qualify for high-priced homes right now because the interests are low. They're still historically low. I mean, they went down really low, and now they're in the between 3 and 4, maybe a little over that. And people can still afford it. Banks are still loaning money at that level. Once those interest rates continue to go up, now granted they are based on the financial market and how we are doing as a country, but they're gonna continue going up. This year we're scheduled for 2 more increases, so we don't know where that's going to be. Now you couple that with the fact that there is no inventory and the prices are really high, and you're seeing less and less ability to purchase. So the sales are slowing down. And what happens is that over time, if somebody's on the market too long, then those prices start to come down. And they start to come down with the other factors that are involved. During the season, a lot of people tend to list. So because inventory is so low, that's not really playing a part in reducing value, or prices. But if you continue to wait and try to hit that top price that you're hunting for, you may get to the point where you're not hitting the peak, you missed out and you're on this end where you're going down. So just remember that it may not be worth waiting to sell. Now, for you guys that are on the market now, congratulations. This is a great time to be selling. The danger for you guys is if you are overpriced, then you really need to rethink what you're doing. Because by overpricing, you're delaying your sale. You're lowering the value of your home because it's going to be longer in the market. People are going to be like, what's wrong with this house? And also, you're getting closer to that peak. What happens if your house doesn't sell in time and now you are hitting on the way down? You are selling on the way down of the shift. I'm not saying the shift is going to happen tomorrow, but it's just something to keep in your mind.
Hustling, plotting, ain't stopping for nothing. Look, I got a family to feed. Switch it up, coming up, I bet you want it, bro. Ask myself every day. I stop playing, now I'm in the game. I stop playing, now I'm in the game. I stop playing, now I'm in the game. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. Gotta get it right. I remember